Hello, passionate creators. It's Lisa with Passionfruit Arts, and I am in the kitchen making up a little breakfast to fuel my day before filming and creating. And I love avocado toast. I know it's a classic, but if you haven't tried it or if you need some new ideas of what to put on it, I will just share with you what I like. So I like this gluten-free bread. This is a Teff bread, and I also love ghee. Ghee is a clarified butter, and it is so satisfying, especially in the winter. So I just put a little bit of ghee, and it's got these healthy fats. Got a nice avocado, hopefully it'll be nice and ripe, and I just cut it down the center here. Did you know that a lot of people go to the emergency room because of attempting to cut the pit out of an avocado? That's what I heard from a friend who is an emergency doctor. So be careful with the pit. Sometimes if the avocado is soft enough, you can just pop it out. This is what you want to be careful of, is the knife technique, but you know, if I use a big knife, I can cut it out, or you can just pop it out with a butter knife. Oh. All right, there we go. I'm gonna use the smaller half because this is a huge avocado, and I'm just gonna slice down the center, right in the skin, and then use my thumb and just, this is pretty ripe. It's gonna pop out. Yep, just like that. So I'll do probably 2 big slices, maybe 3 for this piece. So seasonings are always fun to play around with. I like the Himalayan pink salt, or some sort of good salt as a start. It's nice and chunky. Oh, that's really chunky today. The everything bagel seasoning is really tasty. It's got toasted onion and sesame seeds, and a Japanese style would be called gomasio, which is sesame seeds and sea salt toasted. You can make that really easily, dry toasted in a pan. Just put some sesame seeds in a dry skillet and heat it up until they start to brown, and then add a little sea salt and maybe even some seaweed, and then grind that in a spice grinder or a Cuisinart until it gets this nice little powder, and it's so delicious. So that's a Japanese style seasoning I often use. I don't have any of that right now, so I'm gonna use the everything bagel seasoning. And I like to get the sea vegetables in, so this sea kelp blend has all sorts of herbs and spices, and it's salt-free, so if you are trying to cut down your salt, you can use this as a flavor alternative, and it gets your iodine in, which is really good for your thyroid. All of our thyroids are overworked because we are a go, go, go people, and we need to nourish our organs, and our thyroid is really important, and we want to keep it healthy. So eating our sea vegetables like kelp and dulse and nori. Nutritional yeast. This is a favorite of mine. It's full of B vitamins, and it is really important for a vegan or vegetarian diet. I am not vegan or vegetarian, but I still like to get my extra B vitamins in. And there was toasted onion in the everything bagel seasoning. We could put a little bit of garlic powder as well, just to kick things up a notch, and some fresh chives. And these healthy fats are great because they're gonna give us energy during this season, and we're gonna start wanting to eat a little bit lighter. So I like to make this beet salad, and it's really simple. It's good tonic for clearing out your lymphatic system and getting things circulating. So you can just take any beet. I have this golden beet here, and you wanna just cut off the skin like so. And this is, I'm calling it a tonic because it's pretty strong and it's pretty pushy, and you don't necessarily want to eat a ton of it, so I like to make it ahead of time and then just eat like a teaspoon a day on top of things like avocado toast. So you just grate a beet And beets are really kind of bitter, and they pump the gallbladder, so they get the bile flowing, so they get your digestion going, and they help you break down fats. And since we've been storing up this winter with nuts and seeds and meats and dairy and heavier warming foods, we want to start breaking up those congesting foods and clearing out our systems, which will naturally happen in the springtime, and we'll start eating some herbs and spices that help us with that too. So, and just grate a beet and put a little bit of lemon juice on it, and lemon juice is also clarifying and decongesting. Not to forget my secret ingredient for avocado toast, that is another cleansing recipe, is, if anybody knows what this is, guess. It doesn't look like it does on the inside. It is a watermelon radish. And radishes are really bitey. Like, think of that radish spice flavor. It's just like, ah! And that gets your organs going as well. It really gets your digestion pumping. And radishes can be kind of burpy because that's exactly what they're doing. They're kind of going in and they're clearing out the congestion and kind of waking the congestion up. And so they can be a little bit strong. This watermelon radish is so beautiful. You want to go ahead and just take off the skin, like so, and cut very, very thin slices. This is a very strong radish, and it's so beautiful. They call it watermelon radish because it has that beautiful two-tone of the green and then the pink. So I'm going to cut just very, very thin slices here. Have the wrong knife for the job, but I'm going to see if I can do it anyway. And you can go ahead and just put the slices straight on, or you can even make finer. And it's really that bitey, you don't need very much. And this is a wonderful, powerful, healthy breakfast for a morning on the go. It's pretty fast. Make your beet salad ahead of time, and you can slice your radishes ahead of time if you put them in a container with water, or else they'll turn brown.